Kia ora koutou, ko dia hau, haramai, welcome to today's virtual Makerspace. We're going to start with some quick brain teasers and then we will be back with our main activity, which today we are looking at the centre of gravity. Well, I hope you enjoyed those brain teasers. It's time to look at the centre of gravity. What is it? And let's look at some quick examples and then we'll take a closer look at our activities for today. Now, after that fun little trick, we are ready to do our own other gravity experiment. So I want you on a piece of cardboard to draw a person standing up and a person with their arms up. Press pause and we'll come back to that. Now, I'd like you to take a cork and a small piece of straw, and I want you, using hot glue gun if you've got one. We'll need an adult to help if you're not confident to use the hot glue. I want you to attach the straw to the bottom of the cork like that, and we'll come back when that is dry. Now once we've got this on, or even before we did that, we need to make a hole in the side of the cork that goes through to the other side. Now I'll get you to get an adult to help you do this because we need to feed a length of wire through the cork. Okay? I'm going to attach that to the bottom of our person. So again, I'm just going to use the hot glue there. Make sure that you don't glue over the top of the hole. Now while we're waiting for her to dry, her legs to dry, I just want you to cut a couple of small slits here in the arm area. Okay, so just in the arm area, like that. All right, now I'm just going to put a couple of little dabs of glue just there. Very small in there, and just in there we're going to put a paper straw and make sure that this is relatively level. And she is going to be our tightrope walker. Now let's have a look at this wire. Wire can be very difficult to source when you're at home and you can't find things. So I have got what I have been able to find, which is a little bit of gardening wire. It unfortunately is not bendable, so I have used an open paper clip because we need our piece of wire to end up in a curved shape. And this is really important, okay? The other thing that we also need is a piece of plasticine, or I've got blue tack here. Okay, so what we need to do is we're going to, and this is going to finish off our tightrope walker and create our center of gravity. We're going to put our plasticine or blue tack on the end. Now what we need to do is feed our cork onto the end of our wire. This can be a little bit tricky. Slightly push it through to the other side. All right, now don't worry about it adjusting at the moment. You might have a good piece of wire that will hold its shape. I will adjust mine when we get over to our tightrope. So what we need for our tightrope is a length of fishing wire, and we are going to attach it somewhere where we can create a slope. The next center of gravity experiment is more of a challenge because I have to admit I can't seem to get it to work. Now, I want you to draw a young man on a piece of cardboard. Cut him out. Now take another cork and do the same thing as before. You'll need a hole through this side going through to this side. And we're going to use the same concept that we used before. So if you've got a nice piece of wire, that's great. Otherwise, we can use what we used for our tightrope walker. And we might feed that through again now. I'm just going to feed that through the other side. Just before we attach some other things. Now, to this particular cork, we're going to add in some cocktail sticks, 4 legs, toothpicks, and then we're going to attach our little man to the cork as well. Now I said this one is a challenge because I have not had any success, but I would love you to let me know if you do. So in this particular challenge, we are going to, again, we're trying to make the center of gravity down here. In this particular challenge, we need to try to get him to stand on the edge of a table. Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the experiments and I hope you had some luck. If not, keep trying. Ka kite.